Welcome everybody to this video on web scraping. Today we are going to look at how we can extract data from YouTube using YouTube API. My name is Shivam, and today I'm going to show how I extracted data from 5 different channels using that YouTube API. And then on a particular channel, I extracted the information about their different videos that they have. And in the end, I drew a dashboard out of it, which summarizes my findings. Now you can use that same piece of code which will be available on GitHub to extract the data that you would like from your favorite channels. So now let's get started. So first we install the Google API Python client. For that, we type out this code, conda forge Google API Python client. And then it asks us for a yes or no question. We answer Y to it, as in yes, and it installs all the required libraries. How we are done with installing the required library. Next, let's head over to Google. Over here, we search for Google Developers Console. Create a new project. Give it a name, an organization if you want. I already have it, so I'll just skip it. Next, go to library. Find a prompt which says YouTube Data API v3. Click on this, and you'll find a button such as this, which will say enable. Just click on that, and we can head back to the main menu. Now in the main menu, click on credentials. We will create an API key now. So click on create credentials and create an API key, not an auth client ID or a service account, none of that, but an API key. It will take some time and create that API key for us. Our API key has been created. I'm going to copy it to my clipboard. If you have not copied it, you can simply click on show key and copy it then. All right, let's head over to the main Python code. All right, so here we are. This is the entire code that we will be using for web scraping, and in the end, we're gonna convert the data into CSV file, and we can use it to build a dashboard. The first step is to import the libraries. These are the libraries which we are going to be importing. The entire code will be available on a GitHub page. I'll link that somewhere. So the next step is we're going to go back to that developer console, and we're going to look at our API key, and we're going to copy it, and we will paste it over here, and that's how we're going to proceed. Now, this step is very important. This API key should be yours. My API key will not work in your case because you do not have the permission to use my API key. So that's why I made sure that you know how to make your own API key. Next, we're going to look at the channel IDs. What I'm going to show you is how you can get the channel IDs for these channels, whatever channel you like. For a channel which is not that big, let's say I also watch Connor Neal. So let's go to his channel, and what you'll find is that we have the link here. This thing is what we want. Positive. So this is what we want. This is called channel ID. But if you go to a bigger channel, which has millions of subscribers, let's go to Vsauce. Now, if you go to Vsauce, you notice that we do not actually have a channel ID, rather we have what we call user/Vsauce. This is given by YouTube when the channel grows beyond a certain limit. To get the channel ID, right click on the web page and click on view page source. You can also do Control U, which is what I like to do. So Control U, and you'll get something like this. Now the first step is to line wrap the whole page. Otherwise, you're going to get into some kind of errors, which I have gotten into. I'll not explain that, but just do that for, or you can try otherwise and see what errors happen. Okay, next Control F and find the word channel URL. There are going to be only two occurrences of that. The first occurrence is here, and this is the exact channel ID we're looking for. We don't want this one. This one is a vanity channel URL. This one is the one which is given to the channel by YouTube because it became successful and whatnot. This is the one we're looking for. Just copy this, only this. Copy, come back, and I'm gonna paste it here. Similar manner, I have got all these different channel IDs. So simply run this command, and what will happen is you'll get the gateway and access. Now you can get into those channels and find out the different data out of it. Now that data is in raw form, JSON format. Now we can extract that. That's easy. That's not difficult. But this is the first step in order to access it. If we do not have this access, we won't be able to extract data from YouTube. So shift enter. Now it's time to get some channel statistics. First step is to request YouTube that we would like to get some channel statistics of a particular channel. I'm going to remove this code. This particular code is meant to get statistics of multiple channels, but I'm going to show you for one. So let's take Dhruv Rathi, for instance. Copy, paste. All right. In a given day, the requests are less than 10,000. YouTube says it's okay. But if the request goes beyond 10,000, it denies us the access. All right. Now we're going to create a variable called response. And all the material that we got from that request, we're going to save it in that variable. So once I do that, I have everything in the response. So if I print a response, now as you can see, this particular format is not a very readable format. This is very readable for the computer. It's very easy for them. This is a JSON file. We can import a JSON library to read it better. Let me do that. Come back. And now you see it. All right. Now let's try to understand this particular piece of code. To get a more comprehensive picture of this particular snippet of code, I have a visual which will help you explain it better. So we have a response variable, as we saw. Inside the response variable, we have items. And inside the items, we're going to select which channel we are in. Once we have selected that, we can go to snippet. And in snippet, we have all the different values that we can get into. So this is kind of the succession through which we will get to the content that we want. Now, this is the complete content. Like inside root, we have items, then we have a number that we want to get into. We have snippet. We also have content details and statistics. And inside each of them, we have different things that we can get into. Now, this is what this function will do for us. So I'll run this. And we will take the channel statistics. And now I will create a data frame out of it. Let's see what we can do with this playlist ID. One thing is, let's say I take Vsauce playlist ID. Over here, I'll click on any playlist he has created. And this particular link, if I replace it with the link that I copied, I would be able to see all the uploads by Vsauce. All the uploads that he has done up till now. So there are 391 videos, and I have access to each one of them. Now we're going to do some basic comparisons between the two. So let me run this. Okay, this channel data.2csv. This was the name I gave to the file. So let us say I want to get this particular data as an Excel file. So I can give it like, let's call it channel stats. And I have to remove this hashtag. And when I do that and I run it, and if I take you to my downloads, channel stats, you have the file. If I open it up, the entire thing which was there is now available. Is now available as a .csv file. This will be very useful later on. For now, I don't think it's that useful. Okay, let's go back. Now is when we can compare the subscriber counts of the channel. So let's do that. If I run this, this is a very nice plot. This is when cufflinks come into picture. If I use cufflinks, I can get some really good graphs. So if I want to see Movie Flame, they have 1.6 million subscribers through Rathi, Veritasium. And of course, Vsauce is the winner here with 17.9 million subscribers in terms of subscribers, of course. From now on, the rest of the course that I'm going to be writing, I'm going to write them in Seaborn rather than in .iplot, which is cufflinks. All right, so let's plot the total number of views each channel have. We can sort them. To sort it, we can say .sort underscore values. And if I do that, they are in order. So Movie Flame has least number of views and least number of subscribers. Next is Dhruvrati, Veritasium, and Vsauce and TED have a kind of a difference. Okay, so let's go to the next one. I guess I haven't sorted them before, but I guess that's okay. So total number of videos. Here's the reason why TED has so many views. Total number of videos of TED are extravagantly high. It's just, I mean, the maximum is Dhruvrati after that, which is around 500, and it's almost 4 times that. So 400% more videos, 300% more. Now we are going to get into a particular channel and we're going to get the video IDs for that. The channel that I have chosen is Veritasium, and I'm going to analyze Veritasium. I'm going to find out the top 10 videos of it, and I'm going to do all sorts of analysis in Veritasium. So let's do that. First of all, channel data. This is what we have. We're going to be using this playlist ID as I already showed you, like, what this is capable of. So we run this, and we have playlist ID. All right, so what this particular code does is it goes to this particular channel data and grabs the cell where the row Veritasium one and the column playlist ID, these two meet, this one. So playlist ID is essentially this. I can show you that. Copy, paste. You see, 2ms SQL and 2ms SQL and so on and so forth. This is what we get from playlist ID. If I pass here Vsauce, I will get the ID for Vsauce one. So that's what we are doing here. What this function essentially does is get all the video IDs. So let us take this particular, for each and every, it's going to take the video ID for this and place it in this particular list. It's going to go to the second one and going to take this link for this video and going to put it in the same video IDs, and they are going to be appended one after the other, added to this video IDs. So we'll have in the end a list of 334 video IDs. So let me show you how that looks like. First of all, I need to run this. I run this and I say video underscore IDs. So there we have it. All the links for each and every video. I find the length of this particular list, which will be the count of number of elements it has. This 334 will match this your total videos. So we have essentially each and every video that he has created is with us now. We have the video ID for each one of them. There we have it. All right, so now this particular function get video details, essentially get the video details. And just as I showed you previously on how we were getting the channel statistics, this particular function gets the video details for us in the exact same manner. If I'm to show you how it does it, I mean, it's going to be exactly similar. I need to get an ID. So let's go to his channel, Veritasium. Grab any video. All right. And we get the video ID for it. And we're going to paste it here. When we run this, you see, we get the same kind of values. And in that, in root, we can go to page info and total number of results per page, the items, and I can get whatever values I want, what kind of video it is, what kind of tags it has, the ID. Again, we go to snippet and we have all the details. And in statistics, we have, we can get all these details at once using this function for all the videos. That's the brilliance of this particular get video details function. I'm going to run this. I'm not going to get into the explanation again because I guess I've done that before. So when we run this, we have the video details for each of the 334 videos. Let's see how it looks like. So for every video, we have title, we have published date, when was it published, how many views has it got, likes and comments. So let's do the top 10 videos. What are the top? These are the ones. What we can do is we can plot it, and that would look much better than a data frame. Here we have it. Why are 96 million black balls on this reservoir? That's the one with the maximum number of views. Actually, he created a video telling how it became such a viral video. So that makes sense. I mean, you got it right. That's actually the most popular video of yours. And now what I'm going to do in this particular case, I'm going to get the month. So we're going to create a new column called month, which has month of the day in which it was published. So let's do that. And now let's see how our data looks like. Video data.head. So we have it here. 30th June 2022, which is in June, and we are right over there. So how many videos has he released per month over the years? I guess it's going to be random. Videos per month. Here we have it. We can see that March is the clear winner, August is next, February, May. So these are the 4 months that we can say are the top 4 months of him releasing videos. This data can be used to create dashboards or do any sort of analysis on it later on. This doesn't stop here. I can do a lot of other things with it. I can play around with the comments, how many comments he has got, which is the one he has got most comments on. Does greater number of comments imply greater number of likes? All of that. But I'm going to leave that analysis. If you want to work with this, feel free to do that. And if you have any comments or any feedback, feel free to share so with me. This was all I wish to share with you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got something valuable out of this.